Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're all having a great and wonderful day. Well, we have this problem here where the left just seems to be the uncaring, the unwanting, the hateful group, as they always seem to be, because whenever you go against their cult, you kind of end up getting seriously injured in some regard, or having your business shut down, or have a fear of threat happening to you because they're mentally unwell. Well, in California, they're more deranged than most, which is not really much of a surprise. But what we have here from the post-millennial is pretty much saying this. California man hospitalized with brain bleed after being beat up by neighbor over Trump banner. Says here, an Orange County man is in the hospital with a brain bleed after being assaulted by his neighbor over a missing Kamala Harris sign and a trashed Donald Trump flag. John Mutter told a Los Angeles Fox News affiliate for Fox 11 that it all started when his neighbor had his Kamala Harris Tim Walz sign stolen from his front yard. Mutter believes that his neighbor assumed that Mutter took it because he has a Trump flag attached to his garage, the Daily Mail reported. He was thinking it was me because I have my Trump sign, which is the furthest from the truth, Mutter told Fox 11 on Sunday. Explaining that soon after his Trump banner was taken, suspecting his neighbor might have removed it in mistaken retribution. Mutter made a look at the other man's garbage pail and found the Trump flag buried at the bottom. I was on the sidewalk, Mutter told Fox. I knew he had a Ring camera thing, so I said, hey, can you stay off my property? I left. It was probably no more than 10 or 15 minutes later he came over to my house screaming and yelling. This is a perfectly good sign that he says that they're unhinged. The surveillance camera documented the angry words between the two men, but the scenes quickly turned ugly as Mutter says his neighbor allegedly beat him up and left him in the garage to die. He knocked me out. I have a major brain bruise in the back of my head. I got kicked in the face, I believe Mutter told Fox. There was mass blood. He left me there basically on my own to survive, he explained, adding that he was diagnosed with bleeding of the brain and sent to the hospital with a concussion. Lourdes Barreto, Mutter's wife, expressed outrage over the violence. He could be dead right now, and this man didn't care about it, all because we have a Trump flag. Mutter agreed. I just can't believe the violence. Violence? For what? A flag? Are you kidding me? If you're willing to hurt someone over a political view, you need some serious help. And I agree. This is how the political left play, right? This is how the far left actually do their thing. Because, obviously, these people are completely unhinged. They're completely unhinged. They are mentally deranged, they have problems, and they need help. The fact that we have this in this reality is just completely insanity here. The left. You want to say that it's the Trump supporters and we're all the violent ones? Yet you're the ones that are doing this? Are you? You're not mentally sane. You're not mentally sane. Because if you were mentally sane, you would not be doing this. But, of course, you guys are the violent ones. You are the dangerous ones. You're the ones that want to commit the violence and hurt other people. But because you won't do this, because of the matter of fact that you do this, we have to suspect that you may be the violent ones. Now, what we have here is interesting because the New York Times predicts that there's going to be violence. It says on Telegram, a violent preview of what may unfold on Election Day and after. Right-wing groups which use Telegram to organize real-world actions are urging followers to watch the polls and stand up for their rights in a harbinger of potential chaos. I think this is them saying, oh, this is what's going to happen during January 6th if Donald Trump loses the election. Yeah. I think we're more afraid of Donald Trump winning the election and the far left going in rioting and destroying things if Trump wins the election. I think that's what we're worried about here. Because, as we can tell, they're quite clearly unhinged. They're quite clearly the ones that are the ones that are doing this type of stuff, right? They're the unhinged ones. So, again, they're saying that groups backing former President Donald Trump recently sent messages to organized poll watchers to be ready to dispute the votes in Democratic areas. Some posted images of armed men standing up for their rights to recruit for their cause. Others spread conspiracy theories that anything less than a Trump victory on Tuesday would be a miscarriage of justice worthy of revolt. So what I want here is, New York Times, is I want an actual post of images of them doing this and having guns and stuff like that. Because if you don't have that information, then please step the F out. Because I all know that you guys are trying to push propaganda. You're trying to push things that are not true, that are not based on reality. And you are a propaganda news outlet, and you're trying to incite violence before things actually happen on election day. This is the way you guys work, and this is just this complete reality. Goes to show, we have these leftists being insane, and they're attacking people because of their political opinions. They say that we're the violent ones, but they end up being the violent ones, being hypocrites themselves. They say that they're for democracy, yet attack people because of different opinions. And they will use every ability to hurt others if they see fit, if they don't believe it. And they will accuse you of doing things that you didn't actually do just because of political affiliation. I can say one thing for sure. If you have a nose ring, specifically a bull nose ring, that's like this sitting right here, I'm going to assume that you're probably a Democrat and unhinged. If you have an insane amount of tattoos, I mean a lot of tattoos, an unhealthy amount of them, you're probably a Democrat. If you have different colored hair, you're probably a Democrat. It kind of shows because they're unhinged. The point of the matter is that these people kind of show themselves on what they are by just showing themselves their appearance-wise. But the difference is, even though I may assume that these people are a Democratic person, just because I may assume that these people are like this, doesn't mean I'm going to go out and attack them. I've seen a few Kamala Harris signs wandering around my neighborhood and stuff like that, but for whatever reason, I didn't have the urge to go and destroy it. These insane people do. They have the urge to destroy a Trump sign. They have the urge to attack you whenever they see fit, because that's all they can think of. Be known, my friends, that these people are unhinged. They're crazy. Don't let this stop you from voting the way you are, because to stop the insanity, you gotta vote and put in the right person. And this is the only way to do it. Alright, guys. That's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends. Stay safe out there, and avoid the leftists.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted, because it's algorithmic disease, the social media.